Hi y'all, I'm Barbie Jean, and today we are talking about jealousy, envy, and how to cultivate that into compersion, sympathetic joy, just finding happiness in your partner's happiness or in just people in general that are in your life or strangers. So let's get into it. Thank you for being here. So we know what jealousy is, we know what envy is, but those are these negative emotions that sometimes take over us. They make us act out in ways that we feel ashamed for. The first thing that we need to recognize with this jealousy and this envy or these emotions that we feel that often don't feel good on our body is to just recognize them, remind ourselves that it's okay to feel these emotions. They're completely normal. Don't shame yourself, don't feel ashamed, but breathe them in. I've talked about this meditative practice that I do when I start feeling heavy emotions such as jealousy. And what I do is I kind of close my eyes and I just think about where that is feeling on my body and I breathe through it. But ultimately recognizing those emotions first and then understanding them. Where is this jealousy coming from? How is that coming up for you? Understanding what is happening and why it's happening. What is happening is the body, which we kind of talked about, like what is happening to your body? Are you feeling weight? Are you feeling pressure? And then why is it happening? Is it a fear of abandonment? Is it maybe you have insecurities? Understand where that source of discomfort is coming from and why. And then you can use this jealousy or envy or just discomfort as a powerful transformational tool to acknowledge and understand your body and yourself more and use it as a catalyst for growth and healing. But a tool to also welcome this emotion and feeling is to let it coexist with compersion. Compersion is a term that a lot of people in the ethical non-monogamy community use, but it has been around for far longer than that. It is a term that some people call sympathetic joy, which is actually the term used in the Buddhist community. And they have these 4 principles, and that is one of them. You must cultivate it to reach that enlightenment state. And ultimately, it's like thinking, when you feel jealousy and just this uncertainty and heaviness around witnessing something or seeing something where you feel like you're left out or you have this fear of loss or abandonment or insecurities around whatever the jealousy is coming from. Instead of thinking in that kind of like scarcity deficit mindset, thinking that like more for you is less for me, then the Buddhists kind of think of it in this way that like more for you is more for me because none of us are actually separate. We're all connected. And so thinking about it like that and thinking about your partner's happiness as a connection between the two of you and as something that could even bring you closer together is something that the people in the polyamory or open relationship community use this term so frequently. When they're describing sharing their lovers with other people, they practice compersion. They understand that jealousy still exists, but they recognize that these 2 emotions can coexist together and that you can kind of train yourself and work on compersion. Compersion arises organically, and it can be encouragement, joy, comfort. It can even come in forms of like arousal the more you lean into it. So just move from the scarcity mindset into this abundance mindset, and you will find that compersion will bring you so much comfort and joy in your intimate relationships and in just your relationships with others in general. If you're having your first open relationship, if you're having your first group play session, if you're going to a party or an event, then you need to think about these emotions, because you will have some jealousy come up if you're with a partner. You will maybe even have jealousy for other people there if you're not getting the action or the attention that you want. So by just recognizing when that comes up for you and then taking a different approach and bringing love and compassion and joy and feeling just enamored by the beauty that's going on around you and welcoming that happiness. We are all connected. We are not separate, and we should always find this empathetic approach where we find happiness and love in everyone that's around us or everyone that we love that's close to us. And so ultimately, the first thing you have to do is just remind yourself that these emotions are all normal. Jealousy, envy, whatever it is, that emotion is so normal. Let it exist. Don't shame yourself for it. The second thing you need to do is understand what and why you're feeling jealous. Figure out where that's coming from. Lots of people have fears of abandonment, fear of loss, or just understand that source of discomfort. And then bring love and compassion and connection and joy and happiness to yourself when you see that happen. And again, those can coexist. So remind yourself that you can feel jealousy, you can feel that sting, but you can also be like, damn, watching my partner with that other person right now is actually making me feel really good about our relationship, because like we have this wonderful connection that we can explore other people together. And that just makes me feel so much closer to him. And it makes me feel really special being here to witness that. Or if you're talking about a situation that happened when you weren't there, like, wow, you know what? I'm really happy for you that you got to experience that. I'm really happy that she felt so good and she tasted so good. But I am feeling a little bit jealous. I am recognizing these emotions, but I also want you to know that I'm like really happy for you. I wish I was there, you know, like just kind of reframing those negative emotions and putting it into a different light can really help you move through this jealousy that just kind of overwhelms a lot of us in relationships. Don't get down on yourself if you're unable to feel this compersion. You know, it might take time for really, really jealous people. You're going to have to sit with your feelings for a while. And then you might be able to start practicing in little ways with people that maybe aren't in your intimate relationships. Maybe practice with people that are in regular relationships, like work relationships or friends. And next time some form of jealousy comes up in those types of relationships, bring a little bit of compassion to it and think about it in a happy way. We're all very different. Some of us might need more time. I just want us to cultivate more of that understanding and welcome it, because that's going to just bring more pleasure and excitement into our world when we can accept and cherish and love the pleasure happening alongside us, but that doesn't directly involve us. It will really help you have these wonderful conversations and be encouraging and be comforting and get aroused. So again, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you guys. Thanks so much. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and share my videos if you think they will benefit other people in your community. Much love. Talk soon. Mwah.